Okay, so I just want to thank everybody who was able to get on tonight. And if you're watching this as a recording, thanks for taking the time to listen to the recording. I just want to say how excited I am because I love coaching. I love what it has done for me, both physically, mentally, financially. It's been a huge blessing in my life. So, of course, I want to talk about it and share that with you. And hopefully this will answer some questions that you have and we can move in whatever direction you want to move in, because there's lots of different ways. So I'm going to go ahead and screen share this. Whoops, exit, share screen, desktop. All right, just bear with me really quick and let me push play. Okay, so thanks for coming on. I'm going to be talking very briefly about the coach opportunity, what it is exactly, what we do as coaches, and then talk about how we make our money and what it costs to be a coach. So we'll get to all the nitty-gritty stuff as well. So really quick, I just want to explain who I am really fast since I don't know everybody that's going to be watching this. I'm Amber. I live in Las Vegas area. I'm a diamond coach, a star diamond, which just means that I have coaches in my team that I personally sponsored that are also diamonds. And that's, might not mean anything to you, but it just means that there are a lot of leaders within our team, and that's exciting. I have 4 children. I homeschool at least half of those. One's a baby and one kind of does her own thing online. I love reading. I'm a lover of chocolate, a lover of travel. Yes, you can love chocolate and be a coach. And I love TurboFire. Chalene Johnson is my girl. And I love 21 Day Fix, mostly because I think that it is probably the most brilliant program out there for people who are trying to figure out what to eat and how to work out. So I love that as the starting program for so many people. So that's just a little bit about me. So I'm jumping in. Just to give you a really brief history of Beachbody, it used to be called just Beachbody, so not Team Beachbody. Beachbody, you probably remember the infomercials with like P90X and Slim and Six and all of those. That is how they first started. They decided that they wanted to create in-home fitness and do a really good job with it, make really great videos, and then get it out to as many people as they could. And what they noticed was it was very successful. It was huge, successful infomercials and that kind of thing. But what they noticed was the people who were having the best results were the ones that were in all these chat groups with each other and supporting each other as they were getting through these programs. And then they also noticed that as people were talking about what they were doing and sharing that with other people, more people were coming on. So it was this huge referral opportunity. And they decided that the way that they could really up this company and be able to reach so many more people and help so many more people get results was to create Team Beachbody. And so that's what they created around that 2007 time period. And since then, you can see that it has just like blossomed. I am sure that everybody on here can recognize at least one of these programs, probably has done a few of these programs, or has them sitting on their shelf somewhere collecting dust. But the point is they have really put a lot of time, research, money into figuring out the very best programs and the very best things that they can bring to people to help them see success. Of course, they created Shakeology, which is a huge nutrition boost, which I'll talk about in the next slide. But as you can see, there's a program for everybody, all different fitness levels. Anybody can start this and anybody can succeed in this. And it is just phenomenal, the options that they have and how well these programs work. So, of course, I want to talk about them because I have witnessed firsthand so many of my friends and family like making huge differences in their life with these programs. So, in fact, just to give you like a quick statistic, so Beachbody, Team Beachbody is doing phenomenal. So as a company and as a business, is not going anywhere. It is just growing like crazy. I don't want you to get that well, does that mean it's too late to be a coach mentality? Because that's not true. I want you to understand that it is there, finding new ways to reach even more people, and there are millions of people that are yet to come on board. But in 2015 alone, 1.5 million people were helped, and that's a handful of that. It looks like a third of that were people who came on as coaches. That doesn't necessarily mean they're actively building teams, but they came on as coaches, and then a whole bunch of customers. And these are people who have started their own journeys, have started working on themselves. Phenomenal, really. And their mission from the beginning has always to help people achieve more with their lives, and starting with fitness and nutrition. And that's what they've been able to do. And they're going to continue. And these numbers are just going to grow even more. So let's talk about Shakeology, because just to be like super honest and nitty gritty about this, like Shakeology is the staple of Team Beachbody. It is why the company does so well. It is why this can be a huge opportunity for people to build a business. Okay, so Shakeology is kind of like the meat of building a business with Team Beachbody. And that's because it is, it is one thing to help people and give people a fitness program. And don't get me wrong, the fitness programs are phenomenal, but it's really hard for people to see results if their nutrition doesn't match what they're doing with their fitness. And that is where Shakeology comes in, because a lot of people, and this is kind of where I was at myself, a lot of people don't really understand nutrition. Like, they don't really truly understand what it takes to see a change from within. So to change their nutrition and the way that they are eating their food. And so as a coach, I encourage all of my challengers or all of my customers to have Shakeology for at least that first month, so that they can see what it does for them, that they can reevaluate and see their nutrition. Also, I want them to have the best tools, and this is the best. You won't find something that can match Shakeology. I'll just give you really briefly, like, here's a kind of like a periodic table of Shakeology and what is in it. But it's kind of like drinking a supercharged smoothie with all of these superfoods and all these vegetables that you probably don't want to eat by themselves, and all of these extra little things. It's all comes from food, and it's all stuck in one. So it's like a supercharged smoothie without all the mess and all the hassle. And this just kind of gives you a nice little pretty picture of what is in Shakeology. And you can actually go, when we do our big coach summits, they have a wall. This is a real wall with all the real foods. So you literally see everything that's in Shakeology right there in front of you, which is pretty cool. But, okay, so I just went all off on, wait, no, it's not supposed to go there yet. Okay, I just went off on Shakeology, but of course that's not, the only thing that Beachbody offers. We are known for our DVD programs, our fitness programs, right? And now they have digital access, so they have on demand, which is pretty amazing. It's on your phone. It can be on any of your mobile devices. They have an incredible performance line that they have perfected, and it just came out full force in this last year, and it is phenomenal. It is definitely a game changer, and my husband loves it for working out. And so you will have those opportunities. You will have people that really want those formulas for giving them the energy during their workout and the recovery, and that's what that is. So that's basically something else. And there's also the boosters, which just even more stuff that you can put in your Shakeology depending on what you need. So there's a lot out there, something for everyone. Okay, here we go. So I'm not like a huge fan of before and after pictures. I'm not quite sure why. Sometimes they make me uncomfortable, but I can guarantee that all of these people are real people. And so these aren't just like made up or went online and found people. These are people who've submitted their results with Beachbody and have had phenomenal results. And, I really need to redo this slide and put in some of my challengers, although most of them don't really like me sharing their before and after pictures, so I probably won't get to have as many on there. But I can tell you that I have seen my friends, some of my closest friends, have phenomenal transformations and have lost 30 to 60 pounds and have just transformed their lives. And that's exciting. That is super exciting. As a coach, you have peer support. So if you've already been a challenger, you know you have support in your fitness journey, but you also have support as a coach. You always have support as a coach. And even people who, other companies might see each other as competition. Team Beachbody is just that, like, it's a team, and everybody is just out to like help everybody else. It's weird, but the people who are the most successful are the people who share what they're doing with everybody. They don't keep secrets. Everybody helps everybody. There's a ton of support. So what is a coach? First, I feel like I should tell you what a coach isn't. So you do not have to be a fitness or nutrition expert by any means. We do have people on our team that are nutritionists or people who are personal trainers, which is really fun and awesome, especially to hear them talk about what they think about the programs and some of our nutrition. But you do not have to be, okay, at all. I'm not, that's for sure. You also don't have to already be at your ideal goal. And to be honest, a lot of people don't necessarily want to jump in with somebody that's already at the end game. They want somebody that's going to be in the trenches with them, working as hard as they have to work to see the results. So it's good to have progress, don't get me wrong, but you do not need to be at your end goal in order to be a successful coach at all. And you do not need to have any experience whatsoever in sales. Like, this job is not for salespeople. I'll just say that right now. It's okay to want to earn money with this job, but if you're here just to sell and earn money, you won't be successful. I'll just tell you right now, because it is a people business. It is about helping other people. And when you laser focus into how you can help the people that you're talking to, you're not a salesy person. And as you laser focus that, you find success. It's just crazy, weird, and awesome. That's what I love about this business. So what a coach should be is someone who cares about people and then shows people how they can change their lives. Because if you care about somebody, you want to help them change their life, okay? And you're committed to being proof of the product. This is super important. This is why a lot of people enroll as coaches, because you want to show that you want accountability, and you want to show people that you can do this and you can do this, okay? So you are committed to yourself. Also, you are committed to continually to improve and develop yourself, and that extends beyond physical. That is a mental transformation as well. So we exercise our bodies, but we also exercise our minds. And that might seem a little bit cheesy and crazy right now, but I promise, like, come on board and you'll see what we're talking about and how coaching can bless your life in that way too. All right. Benefits of being a coach. I think it goes without saying, like, if you're a coach and you own your own business, you are the boss of you. So you get to decide when you work, how often you work. You get to decide if you want to do this a little bit part-time or if you want to go all in. You can decide how you want to build your business, because there's a lot of different formats that you can build your business. Do you love spending time on Facebook? You can build your business on Facebook. Do you like to talk to people in person? You can build your business that way. There are so many different ways that you can build this business. It's really about sharing your passion, sharing what you're doing, finding your niche within Beachbody and sharing that passion. So some coaches are very passionate about nutrition. And if you watch them, you can see that they talk mostly about nutrition. Some coaches are super passionate about financial freedom, and they talk a lot about the coaching business and that financial freedom, and they are attracting people who want that. It's really up to you where you're at and what you want. Also, it's important that you understand that as a team, so whoever gave you this, like whoever your coach is, and part of Team Hope, which is the team that we're on, we will run with you as fast as you want to run. So if you want to just dabble in it, if you just want to be a coach because you want the extra accountability, totally cool. If you're thinking like financial freedom, we got you. Like, we will help you get there. There are rewards to being a coach. So I promise I'm getting to the money part. I'm almost there. But I gotta say, like, Beachbody knows how to spoil their coaches, okay? So they send them on trips, they do parties, they send little prizes in the mail, like just for showing up and doing what you're supposed to do. They reward you in pretty fun ways. So even just 2 weeks ago, we got home from a cruise that was amazing and paid for by Beachbody. We earned it, like we worked hard within the business, but they, you work hard, you're rewarded. You work hard, you play hard. That's kind of like the thing, I guess. The primary way that you earn money, though, within Beachbody is through commissions. So as you're referring and as you're talking to people, anybody that purchases a program, Shakeology, anything at all from Team Beachbody, and has you as their referring coach, you earn a commission off of that. And I can't remember what it is. It's either 20 or 25% off of that. But you earn that. And that's awesome, right? But as you grow your team, as you bring in other coaches, as you help those coaches see success, you earn kind of what we call residual income. So that is team cycles. So on the side, it says bonuses for team growth. And that's basically as your team is growing and seeing success, that trickles up to you as well. And that's also why we're called Team Beachbody, because you can't be successful all on your own. You need your team. And that's kind of where I would say that the team growth is kind of where that long-term residual income will come from. This is kind of like a cheesy slide that corporate put together, and I won't go into everything from like what they offer as far as training and tools and communication. But I want you to understand that you have endless amount of training and knowledge at your fingertips. So it is all there for you. It's easy to find, it's easy to access, and it's all part of being a coach. And also, the social media part, there are so many coaches that are so successful, like I said earlier, that are willing to share. And they do. They just share everything, what they're doing, what they're working on, breakthroughs that they've had. And, after this call, you jump onto Google and you search out what does it take to be a successful coach. And you will have endless videos of people just sharing with you what it's taken for them to be successful. And that's what I love. So you will have endless training and tools and communication directly from Beachbody, but you will also have it from a lot of the leaders within Beachbody, a lot of the coaches. And what you can expect from our team. So our individual team, we're called Team Hope. That's something that we put together a few years ago. We help coaches find the right training for the pace and where you're at. We do weekly team calls. So it's actually in a format just like this. We get on Zoom calls. Somebody presents, one of the leaders, one of the diamonds in the group presents, and there's opportunity for questions and all sorts of things. So it's a great way to meet other coaches and to have direct support. We do, team building events. There's leadership trainings. Of course, we have Facebook pages, and we also like to spoil our team members when they hit milestones in their business. So, but primarily what you can expect from your team is just support, a safe place where you can ask questions, any question, and where you can get help immediately. Okay, so what are the options for enrolling? Don't you love these slides? I didn't create these slides. I'm just borrowing these slides, so it's kind of cheesy now that I'm looking at it. But if you're ready to jump in, so you could be a coach or a customer. And here on this slide, they kind of give you just the two options. Like, you're ready to jump in with our team and help others to achieve their health and fitness goals. Or you can be a customer, which means you're not quite ready to do the coaching, but you want to get into a challenge group and start working on your own health and fitness goals. I kind of like to merge these two together. So I think that if you want to join a challenge group and you're ready to kick butt with your fitness goals, I highly, strongly suggest that you do it as a coach, that you enroll as a coach. And as you are getting ready, you share that with somebody. Like, you let people know what you're doing as you're starting this. And I know that it's kind of scary, but at the same time, you will be happily surprised at how many people will be cheering you on and wanting to see that. And then as you are growing, even if you aren't coaching, even if you don't want to build a team just yet, people will be watching you, and you'll have that extra support, and then when the time comes, you'll be ready to go. Okay. You also get a discount, which we're going to talk about really soon. So to join as a coach, oops, I went too far. Hold on. My computer is slow. All right. So to join as a coach, okay, I'm borrowing these slides from Beachbody. They even give us slides. I like tweaked them, but anyway, I'm not sure what I think about them yet. But okay, so to join as a coach, there's 3 ways that you can do it. You can purchase a challenge pack, you can join as a coach with Shakeology, or you can join as a coach with a fitness program. If you look at option 2 and 3, there is a coach enrollment fee associated with that. So if you are like, I'm ready to do this, I want to coach, you can pay the $39.95 fee and start as a coach, and you can choose to buy Shakeology or a fitness program. The first option, which is the best option, which I encourage everybody anyway, is a challenge pack. And this is your Shakeology and your fitness program together in a bundle. So you're not only saving money by buying on the product itself, but it also waives that $39.95 enrollment fee. So you don't pay that at all. So that's definitely the way to go. Those challenge packs vary in price depending on what program you choose, because not all programs are created equally, and that's reflected in the price. So they range, but I would say the average price of a challenge pack is probably $160, especially if you are just starting out. But they do have some as low as $140 depending on what the sales are, and then they can get up into, like the $200 zone. So just being flat out honest with you, but that's it. Like, your enrollment as a coach is literally what it takes to get started on your program. And I will get into it in just a second, but if you were to enroll as a customer and just buy a challenge pack to be in a challenge group, it's the same exact cost. Challenge packs cost the same to coaches as they do to a new coach as they do to a customer. So either way, it's the same price. Okay. Now, as a coach, you will pay a $15.95 monthly fee. So after that first month with your challenge pack, the next month you will see a $15.95 charge on your card. And that is a monthly service fee. This is like the list down of what it gives you, but basically it gives you everything you need to run your business. Everything that you need to send people a website with you, to purchase links so that you're their coach, to all the trainings, just everything that you need is right here. And that's $15.95 a month. And that's it. So pretty cheap, if you ask me, to be a coach. $15.95 a month to have everything that you need to run your business. So then, just like what I just talked about, you could just enroll as a customer, which is totally fine, because if you're not ready or it scares you still to be a coach, that's totally fine. You are welcome to purchase a challenge pack as a customer. It's the exact same price. You still have access to the 30-day free trial to the club, which is the on-demand. I forgot to mention that earlier, but you get that as a coach too. Or you can jump into a challenge group with just, Shakeology or a fitness program or whatever. You can talk to your coach about that. But basically, if you're going to enroll as a customer, I also encourage a challenge pack. But like I said earlier, it makes the most sense if you're here to really see the results and really get somewhere. You might as well enroll as a coach, and you'll pay that $15.95 fee. But and that's something that I actually forgot to say earlier, but as a coach, you pay that $15.95 fee. You get everything at a percentage off. So programs, Shakeology, everything is discounted. So it actually ends up being a little bit cheaper to have your $15.95 fee and your Shakeology lumped together as it would to be a customer and just order Shakeology. So I hope I'm not confusing. You can ask your coach about that. But the bottom line is it saves you money. And why not save money, right? So let's see if I can just pop all these up at once. I just want you to take a minute and think about what becoming a coach would mean for you. Does it mean that you would be more diligent in your own personal fitness goals? Does it mean you would inspire somebody around you? Does it mean that you could make a few extra, a few hundred extra bucks? Who could you help? We all know a bunch of people that need help, that just don't know where to start. Okay. And we have tools that are proven to, I got to exit out of that. We have tools that are proven to help, that can do this. So think about who you can help, and then think about what your goals, and as cheesy as it sounds, your dreams are. I know what that sounds like, because I remember the first time I was asked to think about that. But think about it, because this is the kind of business where the sky truly is the limit. And I can just tell you right now that I have seen people come in after me that have just blown it up and are definitely out earning me and are just being incredible. And it's amazing to witness what can happen. And personally, in our home, we've been coaching a little over 3 years, and we have hit that 6-figure mark. And I can guarantee that I'm not doing anything phenomenal. There's nothing special about me. I am not even the most successful person in my team. Like, nothing. This isn't one person comes in and they're making all the money and all these people underneath them. That's not what happens. It's not a pyramid. It is seriously, you work hard and you're rewarded for that work. And it's crazy. And it's crazy awesome. Let's see. I think that's the end of my slideshow. Oh, well, questions. But since a lot of you guys, I'm trying to figure out how I can get out of this PowerPoint presentation. Okay. I'm not sure how to end sharing. So, okay. Oh, stop share. Okay, sorry. I don't do that very often where I share my computer screen, so I apologize for that. I won't open up to questions because I just have coaches on here right now, but I just want to kind of close with you guys really thinking about why not? Like, why not jump in and give it a try? Like, if anything, Beachbody will give you back your money if it doesn't work for you. If you hate Shakeology and your program sucks, send it back and they'll refund you. But the bottom line is, I was that person that was really struggling. I would run, I would follow these fad diets, I would look at these different things that people were doing, and I would try. Like, I tried everything, and I could not for the life of me get that last 15 pounds of baby weight off. Like, I could not do it. And I jumped in with the challenge group, and I was like, what's that shake stuff? Whatever, just send it to me and I'll drink it. Whatever it takes to be in your group, whatever. And I can tell you that Shakeology has changed everything for me. Like, my nutrition has completely changed. I swear it changed my taste buds. So it has almost ruined bad food for me, if that makes sense, because it's taught my body how to crave good food. And then the fitness programs, I just can't praise them enough. Like, they're kind of awesome. My husband and I have both seen incredible results, and we love them, and we're probably never going to stop. And we can do it in our garage. My super messy, probably scorpion infested garage. That's where we are working out, and it totally works. Okay. All right. I am going to close. So you talk to your coach, and please feel free to message me any questions that you have. And I hope to see you guys in our team. I'm excited. It's fun stuff. We'll see you later.